This slide gives you a sense of the pathways that different disciplines have in terms of graduation requirements. It's a little hard to read because of the font, but you'll see that in English, math, science, social studies, language, PE, there are different courses that students take over the course of their time at Uxbridge High School, and different options for each year. Beginning in grade 12, we'll start with grade 12 for English. Students will take any of the following options for 2016-17. What you see here is one common option, is that seniors will take one half-year writing course and one half-year literature course. We do our best to ensure that students have these in separate semesters. Students may also take AP Literature and Composition or AP Language and Composition, which are different courses, or because this was not offered in 2015-16, seniors who wish to take just a single year literature class may register for World Literature, which is the junior full year equivalent. In grade 10, students will register for either sophomore English college prep or sophomore English honors, which is American literature. In grade 11, students have options. They will sign up for world literature, either college prep or honors, or they will sign up for AP literature or AP language and composition. Again, those classes are not linked. For students who sign up for world literature honors, we are not certain as to whether the world literature honors class will run heterogeneously within World Literature College Prep or as a standalone section. It really depends on the number of students for whom the course is signed up for and the flexibility that we're trying to provide all kids. There are two electives in the English department, creative expressions and public speaking. These classes do not fulfill an English department graduation requirement. In mathematics, these are the classes that students may take to fulfill a math requirement. The question that sometimes comes up with math is when it's appropriate for a student to take two math classes, or if. Some students who come in to Uxbridge High School, having taken Algebra 1 in grade 9, will take Algebra 2 and Geometry together as sophomores. For some students, that is an appropriate fit. For others, it is not, and they will take Geometry in grade 10 and Algebra 2 in grade 11, which provides students with a number of options for grade 12, pre-calculus, college math, or statistics. Students who are considering having taken pre-calculus and trigonometry as sophomores are considering taking calculus as juniors should discuss with their teacher whether AP calculus or college prep calculus is an appropriate fit. Still, other students who did not take trigonometry in grade 10 but did take the first semester of pre-calculus, they should register for the full year pre-calculus class in their coming grade 11. Students who take integrated math are recommended to those courses upon recommendation of the student special education team. In science, typically the core classes after taking physics, technology in the ninth grade are biology and chemistry. However, we would ask students who are leaving grade 10 and moving to grade 11 to consider which science class is most appropriate for them, and it may not be chemistry. Based on their skill in math, they may be better off taking something like Introduction to Engineering Design, which counts as a lab science, or two half-year courses like Environmental Science and Aquatic Ecology. Students who do plan on going to a four-year school should at some point take chemistry, but they may be better off taking that as seniors when they have the prerequisite math skills met. For other students, the traditional track of Phys Tech as freshmen, biology as sophomores, and chemistry as juniors is entirely appropriate. I mentioned technology classes. In Tech Ed, the first three courses you see here are engineering courses, and they all count as lab sciences. The courses in the bottom, with the asterisk next to them, are all half-year courses that can help fill a student's elective offerings. In social studies, students who are taking grade 9 history will quite naturally fill into grade 10, United States history, and students who are taking U.S. History 1 in grade 10 should take U.S. History 2 in grade 11. Students who have taken U.S. 1 and U.S. 2 and are thinking about a senior year history can choose from the electives, which will appear on the next slide. Students who have taken U.S. 1 may be considering taking U.S. History AP as juniors, but since U.S. 1 was a half-year course in grade 10, we will not recommend that happening. In fact, those students will not be permitted to take U.S. 2. I'm sorry, will not be permitted to take AP US without a full year of US 2. These are the social studies elective classes. There are 2 full years, the 2 advanced placement classes, and then there are the half-year classes. Again, there is the opportunity for psychology and government, which is not listed here, to run at the honors level. And we would ask students to register for the level they think is appropriate. Foreign language, all courses are moving to full year. Spanishes 2 and 3 are offered at both college prep and honors. Spanish 4 and Spanish language and culture, which would be the class students who have completed Spanish 4-5 in 2016 would take, are only offered at the honors level. For students taking Spanish 2 and Spanish 3 in the 2015-16 school year, those students should discuss with their teachers the appropriate course they should take. In most cases, they will move to Spanish 4. Again, please remember that the colleges, 4-year colleges, will require minimally 2 years of the same language taken consecutively. In music, the first 3 courses, band, chorus, and ensemble, are all full-year courses. And here is the explanation for the class for which students should enroll. If students play an instrument and do not wish to sing, they sign up for band. If students sing but do not play a musical instrument, they should sign up for chorus. If students do both and wish to do both in the academic setting, they should sign up for ensemble. If a student who plays an instrument but does not wish to sing does not have the band class fit his or her schedule, we will make every attempt to get that student into the ensemble class. The same goes for students who take chorus but cannot get into the chorus section. Guitar, drama, and music tech are half-year music electives. We are offering several classes in art next year. While we are not certain as to which ones will run, the goal will be to set up a schedule where certain classes that run for 2016-17 will alternate with other classes the following year. In Family and Consumer Science, students may enroll in Culinary 1 or Culinary 2, provided they've taken Culinary 1, Child Development, and the Personal Finance course. As students look at these departments, particularly music, art, technical education, and Family and Consumer Science, it is important for students to strike a balance with their schedules, and these are good opportunities for students to learn skills before they leave high school that they may not have an opportunity to learn in the future. At the same time, it's a good exercise for a different part of the brain, so we definitely encourage students to try and find their way into one of these courses over the course of their time at Uxbridge High School, even one a year. All students are required to take a PE class each year. For students moving into grades 10 and 11 who have not taken health, they should find a time to include health on their schedules for either grade 10 or 11. They can wait until grade 12, but experience has taught us that waiting until grade 12 is not always the best move in terms of waiting for graduation requirements. We also offer online and distance learning classes, for example, independent studies, capstone projects, and online classes. Students who are interested in any of those options are reminded that they should consult with their school counselor about what that would look like, particularly with respect to independent studies and online classes. So in terms of the timeline, we met with grade 9 through 11 parents on the 11th, and we will meet with grade 8 parents the week after vacation. When we return from vacation, we will distribute course selection sheets to students with the expectation that they will speak with teachers about their course recommendations, and parents can see those sheets, which will be brought home by students every day, to have a look at what teachers are recommending. The following week, between February 29th and March 2nd, students will enter their course requests based on the course recommendations into the database, which we will hopefully be able to publish by the end of March, middle of March, for parents to see online. In the interim, between March 2nd and March 16th, we'll be making determinations as to which classes are or are not running. When that is happening, counselors will adjust course requests based on the alternates and based on other scheduling requests, and they'll also talk with students. If for some reason a student satisfies a prerequisite in June, those are the types of course requests that we would then alter later in the year. Otherwise, and we're being explicitly clear with this, the schedules will be built around student course requests now. We'll be explicit with them about that when we meet, that they are not going to sign up for classes in March only to see those schedules all change in September and October. The schedules that the courses that students register for, those courses will form the framework of their schedule. And the only reason we would change something is if a student fails a class that is a prerequisite or meets a prerequisite and wishes to change a course selection. Otherwise, we will consider those course selections locked. If students have questions regarding specific course recommendations, we ask them to contact the teacher. If there are specifics regarding certain electives or a full program of a discipline, check the program of studies or contact the C&I leaders. And if you have a specific question about a student's schedule, their program, or a full student course load, reach out to the student's guidance counselor. All of this information, including FAQs, are available on the high school's scheduling tab website. Thank you for viewing this video. We hope it was helpful, and please reach out with any questions.